So hey, what's up, you guys? I'm with Hunter for like probably the first time. Yeah, and we're outside because the inside kind of sucks.
And it's 70. It's like 70 degrees here in Louisiana.
Yeah, we live in Louisiana, so don't move down here or go to Dallas Regionals because they'll probably be hot too, or they'll rain. They usually rain. We thought of a new video segment because I've been putting up nothing but decks and duels and more decks and more duels. So today we're going to talk about, well, we're going to theorize, we'll say.
Yes. A while back, I in my random mind decided to start making up random cards that could help my archetype, help other archetypes, and then I got creative with it. Not only did I start getting random cards, I just started thinking up random scenarios where certain rules weren't in effect, other rules were. My first thought was, well, Robbie Cole's been talking about how Gear X is like a Blue Gadget. Well, why not make a legitimate Blue Gadget? After a lot of thinking and a lot of just changing around what it could be, I eventually came up with this. This is not This is not a specific. We'll put the actual problem-solving card text down below in the video. But what it basically says is it's an Earth machine, non-tuner, 1500 attack, 1500 defense. Once while this face-up card is on the field, like a wind-up effect. How they activate, they can only be activated once while they're face-up on the field. You can activate this effect. Change it to defense position, and it's at 15-15, so it really doesn't matter, but it gives it a little bit more balance. Change it to defense position, and search a level 4 or lower machine. Now, saying this, you look at the effect, and the first thing that I would notice is it can be bottomless, and bottomless is becoming kind of a lot better in the format. And honestly, Paul and I have been talking. It might be better than Morning at this point because it banishes the card. It gets rid of the problem. But the other thing is its effect doesn't activate as soon as it's summoned. So if you activate bottomless, it doesn't get any sort of priority to activate it whenever it's summoned. So you can bottomless it right away, you can compulse it right away, gets rid of the problem. It balances the card, and the fact that it has to go to defense position makes it where you can't summon it, activate it, and then poke like every other gadget is. It forces it to be a little more balanced. It can still be run over by Guiba like every other gadget in the game can. 1500 is extreme stats for a gadget, but I feel like it's balanced enough in
like you said, Guiba,
what it does.
Both still.
And Valor obviously hits it like it does any other basic machine searcher in the game. But what it gives to the factor of it being, like, I would prefer to call it like a gear card or something because of the fact, not Gear Gigant, but just a gear card. Like Gear Searcher, quote unquote. Like, names are irrelevant at this point, but it's a level 4, so it can go into Gear Gigant X. It's a machine that's level 4 lower, can be searched by X. And
it's just like machine utility, I guess.
Yes.
When I think about it,
it's a machine utility. It can search, like, say you have a red gadget and this pseudo blue gadget in your hand, and you summon the red gadget and it gets Valored. Well, next turn, like, let's say it gets destroyed. Next turn, you can summon that blue gadget and get the yellow that the red should have searched. So it kind of mitigates the Valor by using up your normal summon again.
So it can like keep that gadget chain going.
Yes.
Whenever it kind of gets interrupted.
Another main thing that I thought about is it adds a lot of support to machine archetypes, not just gadgets. I can see it being used over Genix Neutron in Karkuri decks. It might bring back the actual Karkuri deck alive. It searches Gear Guy armor for Gear Gaias, or just any random level 4 you need in the deck. And a deck that's been popular in Japan, Pure Machina, which runs like rollout and stuff. It searches that more quickly too. It searches like the gear frame and stuff. So this is a card design that I've been looking at, and comment and tell me about how you think about it.
Yeah, like, do you guys think that this would go in, like, how do you think this would be implemented in decks? Like, would it only be running your Gaia, how would it work and other stuff, how many copies.
Yeah, would it be just a 1 of or a 3 of or something like that?
Yeah, and like, I mean, sure it's just theorizing, but you know, thinking of cards like this is interesting because knowing Konami, something like this could pop up, like, you know. And since we're talking about machines, just a quick question: 10-plate goldfish, trash or good? I think trash, but.
But me as a gadget player, me as one who's been with offering double summon gadgets for a while, and any kind of gadget variant, I think 10-plate is really good. It's instant exceed plays.
I think it's burns your hand. Tell us, everybody.
Tell us what you think.
Does it burn your hand or does it win? So, anyways, that sort of wraps this up. Like, let us know if you enjoyed this type of video. It's interesting because, like, we do theorize on a lot of cards like this really often. So, like, if you like this, be sure to thumbs up, because if this gets to, how many, 10 thumbs up we'll say? I don't know if that's a lot.
I don't know.
Is that a lot to ask for? I don't know, but.
Do you have a lot of subscribers or something?
I don't know how many.
I've never looked at his subscribers.
So, if I get 10 thumbs up, we'll make another one of these videos and think of another card. And remember, like, let us know what you think of this. Like, if it's good, if it's bad, things like that. And
if you have like any suggestions, I guess you could message the page. But we're more just looking for. This is basically because we're bored and we want to try to get the community involved in
thinking of things, you know.
Being more proactive.
Yeah, like think outside the box with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, like, I mean, when you have a set pool of cards, there's only so much that. Oh wow, there's somebody, like, y'all can't see this, of course, but there's somebody on a
motorcycle
thing. I don't know. Cool. Anyways, like, I mean, when you have like a set group of cards, it's like, what fun is that? You can only think of so many things. So, like, if you have thought, like, if you've ever made up a card, it sounds kind of weird, but, like, if you ever made up a card, tell us about it, and we could, like, theorize about it. I mean, like, you know, I think that these kind of things are.
And if and depending on how this goes out, we might start doing a few different cards per video, and basically what we're not looking for. Look for something that's broke. Look for a big boss monster. We're just
looking for balanced cards
which
to
might
find their
happen
way.
once. Yeah, which might happen once, but we're looking for balanced cards to advance the game state.
Like, if you guys think that this card is like broken, how would you balance it? And if you think it's underpowered, how would you make it better? Like, that's the kind of stuff we want to know. So, if you like this, remember, thumbs it up. Subscribe should be on my side of the screen.
His side of the screen.
Yeah, it'll be above my head or something like that. And click it because it's free. You don't have to pay. And it's kind of like, you know, I'm surprised ARG doesn't make them like pay for articles.
ARG doesn't know. Like, people would not.
Yes, they would.
How? Okay, it depends on how much it
people live on ARG. And then you do remember when Chris Bowling did the thing where you could pay to have a Skype conversation with him.
Really? And
some amount of money for 5 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's all they do is get something for money.
Yeah, everyone. From now on, you have to pay to watch my channel. I'm gonna do that YouTube rental service thing that doesn't work.
Exists.
Yeah.
It depends on how ARG did it. If it was like a monthly, we should not put this in there because they're gonna find this.
Y'all don't see ARG. You don't see.
ARG, don't look at this.